Hi Cliff fans and welcome to another one of my album reviews, Cliff album reviews, and today I'm going to rank or review Cliff's 1979 album, Rock and Roll Juvenile, which I absolutely love. Um, it reached number 3 in the album chart in 1979. It featured Cliff's biggest selling single of all time, We Don't Talk Anymore. It's big number 1 that year. It features one of my favourite Cliff songs, Carrie, which reached number 4 in the charts. And just some absolutely fantastic songs on this album. And I know that Cliff rates this as his favourite album of all his albums released. If you ask Cliff what's his favourite album, he'd probably think for a few minutes, usually, and then he'd say Rock and Roll Juvenile. And I think probably because it featured We Don't Talk Anymore, which was his biggest selling single, but also because Cliff actually wrote the title song, Rock and Roll Juvenile, himself, and he co-produced the whole album with Terry Britton. So I'll go through some of the tracks. The first track is a song called Monday, Thursday, Friday, which is a great rock track to open the album with. I seen him perform this on the Access All Areas tour back in 1992, which was absolutely fantastic. Followed by Doing Fine, which is I love that. It's a perfect second song on the album. That's all. I think it's just a perfect second song on the album. Third track, Cities May Fall, which I have to say that when I had this album when I was younger, I only ever listened to the second half of the album. The side 2. I love everything on side 2. And probably the only song I listened to on side 1 was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, which I thought was a great track as well. But the next 3 songs, Cities May Fall, You Know That I Love You, My Look Won't Change, I didn't really listen to them growing up. And it's only through, no, I wouldn't say recent years, unless you count the last 20 years as recent years, I started to really enjoy these tracks. Cities May Fall, great track. You Know That I Love You, brilliant. My Look Won't Change is probably the heaviest track on the album. Just fantastic. This is a heavy side 1 on this album, and the final song on side 1 is Rock and Roll Juvenile, which was, as I say, written by Cliff, which I absolutely loved. I said before in another poll that I wasn't too fond of the second verse where Cliff mentions Jesus. I would have preferred it to be a straight rock and roll song, but over the years I actually like the fact that that's in it now. I actually love the fact that Cliff is singing about the 2 things that mean more to him than anything else, his faith and his music. So side 2 opens with Sci-Fi, which is great track. I think it's getting more respect now because Cliff sang it on the Countdown concert in 1999, and that the video for that has been recently been uploaded to YouTube, which is becoming a fan's favourite. But I don't think it was a fan favourite at the time, Sci-Fi, but I absolutely love it. The next song is one of my favourites on the album, called Falling in Love, which is a kind of reggae type song, which I absolutely love. Followed by probably my favourite song on the album, which is not We Don't Talk Anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't say We Don't Talk Anymore is my favourite. I'd say Carrie is my favourite song on the album. Followed by Hot Shot, which was another single that I think it made number 50 or something. It's like it didn't follow the success of We Don't Talk Anymore. But anyway, followed by Language of Love, which is a great track, written by B.A. Robinson and Alan Turney. And the final track on the album is We Don't Talk Anymore, which we said a lot about already, which was Cliff's biggest selling single of all time. He doesn't leave it out of any concert. He's open shows with it, he's closed shows with it, but you can be guaranteed if he hasn't sang that song in a concert, he's coming back on stage to sing it. We Don't Talk Anymore. So overall, I'd rate this album a 10. I absolutely love this song. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm actually going to go and listen to it right now. Rock and Roll Juvenile.